back to take on Geelong this week, of course, after the last Saturday of the season last year. What sort of emotions does it stir, I guess, meeting them again?
Oh, I think that was a long time ago. It's I think for us going down to Geelong in Geelong is a tough match in itself. And look, there's the history of what happened last year. I'm sure it might spur the boys on a bit, but for us it's about continuing to perform to the ability that we can and try and get those runs on the board early in the season. And look, we've been a little bit up and down at the start of the season, and looking to find that form and consistency going forward.
In order to repeat what you achieved last season and maybe go one better, does it feel like you need to put in a strong performance against them again mentally?
I think you have to put in a strong performance every week. I think you show just what's happening with the competition. If you're off that 1%, anyone can beat anyone. So for us to go down there, as we said, it's a big challenge. No doubt we've still got some key players out, and look, we've got some young boys who probably might be their first time down at the Cattery playing down there. So it's always a challenge down there, and one we're looking forward to.
Do you think there's any mental scars from the grand final last year?
No, I don't think so. I think the way the boys are playing show that we're playing in the moment and ready to have another crack.
Are you sort of looking forward to getting this out of the way? 'Cause it's sort of the last time we're going to be asking about the grand final, hopefully, you know?
Yeah, it's one of those games that was always going to come up at some stage. And look, as I said, we're just excited to head down there and play against the best team in the competition, and you really want to challenge yourself against the best and see where you're at and we get to this weekend.
Are they the best team in the comp still though? Because they've had a pretty slow start.
Yeah, I think they had a slow start, but I think just their experience in general, the I guess quality of football that we know they can play, that's what we're preparing for.
Jeremy Cameron's obviously a big threat, and you're undersized down there to say the least. How do you go about stopping him without both McCartans and quite possibly Dane Rampe this week?
Yeah, Jez is on fire at the moment. He's kicking bags of goal every week, so hopefully not this weekend. But look, we've got a system in place that we really trust, and no matter who comes into the team, we think that stands up. I'm not sure who gets that role exactly, whether it's Blake's or Foxy, but no doubt we'll put some time into him, and those boys will be relishing for the challenge because he's in great form.
Is Dane a chance at all to play?
I think he's training today, and I think you'll see how he goes. Yeah.
Do you enjoy playing down there? I mean, your record's pretty good. I think you won 3 out of your last 4 down in Geelong.
Yeah, we do have a good record down there. I think it's one of those ones you really steel yourself for the challenge. It's one of those games when you're away, the whole crowd's against you, and it's just the 22, 23 guys out there on the oval getting it done. So it's one of those ones that can be a really momentum builder going forward.
Does the ground suit you there? It's not too dissimilar to the SCG. Is there anything in that potentially, the actual dimensions?
Oh, it's pretty skinny, so I don't know. Yeah, don't know whether it suits us. Or look, we've had a good record. We've played well. Hopefully, the boys don't kick it out in the full too much, like what normally happens when boys other teams go down there.
In terms of trying to stop Jeremy Cameron, I mean, your coach says it all the time. It's about pressure in the midfield, but is there even more pressure on that for you guys this week because of the players you're missing down back to try and control the stoppages?
I think for us it's a team defence, and we understand how every line works together to help the other line. The forwards help the mids help the defenders, and no doubt if the ball's coming in too easy, it's giving them plenty of opportunity. So for us, that's our mindset is if they get the ball inside 50, it's coming in scrappy, it gives them a chance, or it's coming in slow to at least help us play to our system and get the job done.
There's one suggestion, I think Will Schofield wrote about it, that perhaps you just got to bash him up a bit. Could that be an option to bring him back to sort of everyone's level?
I don't know, he's a fiery bloke, so it probably winds him up, and he just wants to then take on everyone. So look, we'll just play to what we know, and don't know about bashing, can't do too much these days, so yeah. How's
Buddy looking for this week? Any chance?
I think he's another one that'll train today, see how he goes, but yeah, he had a bit of knee soreness last week, so he should be hopefully up and about and see how he performs.
It's a pretty big injury list. Have you seen at least like this big since you've been at the club?
At different times, I think it's those stages where your backs are against the wall a bit, and you kind of guys are getting opportunities probably before their time. I think it also gives such excitement to the group that runs out there on the weekend that it doesn't matter who we put out in the park. We know that the players really play to our system and want to stand up and be a part of that, and we don't have to do anything special to get the job done. I think, yes, it hurts having key players out at this time of year, and especially against good sides, but also gives such a great opportunity and excitement for the next group coming through to get that experience and hopefully perform against a good side.
How's Paddy doing? Do you speak too much? How's he going with it all?
Yeah, he's going well. He's in at the club at the moment and just going about his business. He's got a bit ahead of him and got some decisions to make, but he's his usual self around the club, which is great.
You spoke about those young guys, young fella Gould. I think you present his jumper to him
Yep.
last week. I mean, tell us about, is it still special for you to be able to give a young guy a jersey like that?
Yeah, it is. I think being in the system for so long, you forget what just one game means to people. And Gouldy especially, he was in the system for 3 years before he played his first game on the weekend. So it's those guys that just week after week show up, get their work done, playing the reserves to keep that, I guess, energy and persistence going year after year. It's a credit to him that he got his opportunity and he really stood up and didn't look out of place, so it was great to see.
And how are you tracking, mate? You've been doing this for a while now. How are you holding up physically?
Yeah, chugging along, so I'm all good. I'll just keep going, so yeah, I'm injury free, which is great. But yeah, feeling good, feeling passionate, and just loving working with the young guys in the mids and hopefully taking us to another level.
Do you have any more breaks on ball as you get older? Like, you've got so many young players that are coming through now. Do you get rotated a little bit more? Is that a discussion that you've had with the coach or he's had with you about that, or is it the same as it was last season?
Oh, it's pretty similar. I think there's different look. We've got a lot of guys who can go through the midfield now. I think that's a great thing for our team. And we've got Errol and Chad who are now established at year 3 and 4. So they're playing some really good football, and we know Isaac can go in there. Millsy's in there. He's down back a little bit at the moment, and I think it's great for our side. And for me, at times it'll be going forward and back in. But look, I love working with them and driving them, and just being a part of that excitement that they bring each week.